Hello everyone. So today this video lesson is going to be dedicated to how to take good Cornell notes. So perhaps last year in SLHL1 you started taking some Cornell notes, but I just want to show you how I modified the template a little bit, and I want to show you a sample Cornell notes that I took to show you the correct way to take Cornell notes. So the new template looks like this. It has essential idea, a place for you to write the essential idea, a place for you to write the skills, your topic, and as you notice here, everything is fillable. So you can type your Cornell notes, even though I prefer you handwriting Cornell notes. It's just better for hand-eye brain coordination, but again, it's up to you. And then here I have different parts for understandings and applications. And again, you can modify this and add as many understandings as you want here and many applications. So the idea of the Cornell notes is not for you to stop using the mechanism that you've always used to take notes. You can still do that. But the main idea of Cornell notes is to provide a simplified way to organize the main ideas and concepts of a particular topic here in IB Bio, since there are so many. So for example, the skills that you're going to write down here is what usually appears on a test. So one of the main reasons that I have this up here is because I know that the skills are always what the exam tests. So you're going to want to make sure that you focus on those skills at all times. So here is an example of a Cornell note that I wrote down for you. So here's 7.1 DNA structure and replication, the essential idea, and the skill. So you might be wondering, where did I get all this information? So I think the easiest way for you to get all that information is just to go to the PowerPoint that I provided for you. Go to the PowerPoint that pertains to that particular topic, and you can find the essential idea right here. The structure of DNA is ideally suited to its function. And then if you skip to the next slide, you'll be able to find all of the understandings. They're all labeled U1, U2, U3, U4, U5, U6. The applications, there's 3 applications, and then there's two skills. Now let me show you what I do. I don't write down all 6 understandings. What I do is I look at all understandings and I say, well, what are the concepts behind these understandings? So notice that this first concept is focusing on nucleosomes. What are nucleosomes? And then that's pretty much it, right? The next concept talks about DNA replication, the enzymes for DNA replication, the structures found within the DNA replication. Again, some more of the enzymes within DNA replication, and then regions of DNA that do not code for proteins. So if I take these understandings, I pretty much can simplify that into 2 topics. 1, nucleosomes, 2, DNA replication. So if you notice here in the Cornell notes, that's what I did. I simplified my notes into 2 main understandings, which is the structure of the nucleosome and DNA replication. So now it's up to you, right? You can bullet your notes and make your notes as simplified as you want, or you can take as much notes as you want here, okay? Again, it's up to you. I am not going to limit you into how much of a particular, or how much notes you want to take, right? I'm just trying to get you to structure your notes in a way that's actually going to be helpful. And then if you notice here, I have notes on DNA replication. And again, you can take as much notes as you want under DNA replication. Okay. Now, where did I get the skills? So again, I got the skills from here. Skill 1 is the analysis of the Hershey and Chase experiment, and skill 2 is being able to utilize molecular visualization software to look at the association between proteins and DNA within a nucleosome. So I wrote that down. Now, skill number two is just being able to understand what a nucleosome looks like under the visualization software, right? And so there's really not much notes you need to take about that. But skill one is the analysis of the Hershey Chase experiment. So you really need to understand what how the Hershey Chase experiment was conducted, and then what were the results of the experiment. Okay, so here again, you can take as many notes as you would like under that skill. And finally, what are some of the applications? Because again, applications can also be found in tests under multiple choice or even short essays, which would be describing a particular technique. So once again, if you look in your PowerPoint, you will find three applications here. One would be how did Franklin and Wilkin conduct X-ray diffraction to look at the structure of DNA? And then what are these DDNTs that are used to in the Sanger method to prepare DNA sequences for DNA profiling? And then what are these tandem repeats? So these three applications require you to, one, understand the Sanger method, understand what these DDNTPs are, understand what tandem repeats are. So I take notes on that, of course. And then the other application is to understand what X-ray diffraction is. So I am not going over the concepts right now. I'm just going over how you should set up your notes. So this would be what your Cornell notes for 7.1 could end up looking like. Of course, you are not limited to how much notes you write. Again, this is just a way to help you structure your Cornell notes. So I hope it helps.